TBT.
You know, will we eventually break into the jump budget and get actual marker?
We will.
Yeah.
Right after we let the folks know, hey, are you subscribed to our YouTube channel?
Are you?
Are you? Because we do have one where we, occasionally have some in between content while we're recording this very podcast, Negro Jump. Maybe it might be a Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile. What the hell is that? What is that? It might be a Let's Play. Some live stream of some sorts. Maybe some con coverage.
A hang, just good old
on YouTube. Yeah. Or better yet, linktree.com/jumpent.
Yeah.
Linktree/jumpent is where you get all the links for the things that me, Cordero, and the one and only Nathaniel and Mass do.
Yeah.
All the links. What are the links to? Twitter, YouTube, Instagram.
Tell them.
A live show that we had.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was live events that we do.
Yeah. Just to let you know, hey, this could be popping up anytime. You never know.
And then on Patreon, we have a Patreon that you can subscribe to. There is no minimum. You can pledge $1. That's it. You can just pledge $1.
One whole
$1 a month. And guess what you get? You get bonus episodes that never came out before this is even called Negro Jump. You get those. You get what is now the monthly meetings between myself, Cordero, and Nate. And you get access to all previous Jump live streams on YouTube. Playlist all of his own.
Yeah.
It's up there. The Dark Sisters has been a
fun series. Yes.
It's been a fun series to get
Very fun. It's been a minute since we could find a game that was like, we could all just hop in and just get busy with every style of weapon.
All right, so what's the name of this anime?
This anime?
Yeah, starring us.
Let's see. Two sisters in feudal Japan.
People of color. Master swordsman. Martial artists,
ninjas,
and of ninjutsu skills.
Yeah.
The dark arts. Dark Sisters.
That might be it. Dark Sisters. That's the name. That's the name of the Let's Play. That's the name of the Let's Play.
The name of the Let's Play is Dark Sisters.
Dark Sisters. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's the Dark Souls game cover, but with Kiki Palmer on the head.
I'm crying. I'm done. I'm logging off.
Just straight jumping demons on the regular.
Potential.
Yes.
Like, what?
Yes.
All of it.
Yes. This the Demon Slayer they don't show you.
What?
Yeah.
They wasn't ready for this one.
But yeah. If you listen, eventually them dollars gonna add up, and we gonna get a marker. And even shout out, I don't think did we ever shout out the guy from like season 1, season 2 who like made us a woodworking thing? Like I still got those coasters.
Oh, he's really?
I still got those coasters at the crib.
I feel like we should have.
I hope we did.
And
but
if we didn't, I'm so sorry.
But over the years, a handful of you have sent us stuff, and we actually really appreciate that too. Like there's still plaques just hanging up. I still use the Dragon Ball coaster that you made. It was woodworking too. So I was like, yes, man, this nigga know what he's doing. I know exactly what he's doing.
Hold up, just get a message.
You good? Be good? Okay, cool, cool. Listen, you never know.
Oh man, that's people look at me weird.
We getting older now. Now people rely on us.
People look at me weird. They're like, "Why? What do you mean your phone is on silent?" I'm like, "Is too much going?
It's too much.
Too much going on.
It's a lot."
I turn off damn near all the notifications.
Yeah,
all of them.
Yeah, I tried to.
If it ain't Gmail, text, or Duolingo, I don't need to know about it.
Exactly.
I don't need to know.
Exactly.
About it. So,
it's like, when I give you permission? When I give you permission to just say hey on my phone?
Hey.
It's your birthday. What?
The Slice app? What the fuck you want? What do you want?
What do you want from me?
Get out of here,
Checking
man.
in.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah.
We have the Patreon. The Patreon is how we pay for studio time here at Pattern Home. Patreon is how you get more episodes throughout the year of Negro Jump. Every dollar you put in gets put back into production.
100%, baby.
This.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. But today we're gonna talk about some manga. We're gonna talk about some manga, switch things up.
Yeah, because listen, I don't want people to think we've been hating on manga readers.
Never that.
Today, right? Because I know we say, hey, we have our opinions about it. We like anime. We started watching anime. Watching anime got me into manga. And I don't know if that was that way for a lot of people or if they were just like, oh, I read comic books, then I read manga, then I watched anime. But it was the fact that, oh, I don't want to wait. See, this wasn't Crunchyroll days. I had to wait every week on Toonami to see when I was going to see what happened next. And I didn't want to wait anymore. I was like, I'm over this. I'm tired of figuring out whether this dude's got a demon in him or not. Like, I need to know. Found out, oh, these are comic books. I didn't even know. I was a kid. I was like, I didn't even know this is a comic book.
Right.
So I go and I start reading it, and I'm having a blast. So we don't hate it. Like, I'm with it.
Never that.
We actively
I don't hate it. I had a Shonen Jump subscription. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
Please don't ever think that.
Don't get that opinion ever. All right, because we actually have been reading more. I've been reading a lot more. I read a lot when I was younger. I was actually able to. I would go into like bookstores and just post up, start reading. Now they got crafty. They be putting plastic on the books now. So
what you mean?
You ever go to like a manga shop and just like, oh, they all wrap.
You break the seal, you gotta buy it.
Yeah.
I keep telling you, my main memory was shout out to Forbidden Planet, their old location where they had 2 different floors. It's a Forbidden Planet is a comic book shop in Manhattan. I think it's always been in like the Union Square area.
Yeah, next to like the Stand, right? Or Strand? Strand, that's what a Strand bookstore.
That's where it's at now.
Yeah.
But it used to have like a different location. I'm not sure exactly where. But it was they had a manga section upstairs. It was very, very like appropriate. It was big enough for the manga, but it's small enough and like intimate area that I kind of just want to read manga here. But guess what? There's a person walking up and down the aisles telling people, you can't sit down. You can't sit down. Yeah. If you're going to read it for free, you can't be comfortable.
No.
We can't let you be comfortable.
Nah. When your feet give out, that's when you gotta get out.
You make a choice.
Yeah.
Is the end of this DBZ full color manga? Is it worth it? Is it worth the health of your joints right now?
It might be. It was for me. Listen. Death Note had me hooked at like what 13. Reading that at 13, I was like, yo, I should be reading this. This is crazy. This is wild. Yeah, man.
Man, fuck Light Yagami, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot you did watch that.
Yeah.
Brief side note, you did watch that recently this past year, and you had some things to say.
Don't like him. I didn't like him from the start. from the get-go. I'm like I kind of know already like the gist of the show, but I don't like him. Don't like Yagami. The minute he got the book and started talking, I was like, it's a little asshole.
I'm a god. I am a god. As he eating chips.
Soon as they like you, make them unlike you. Only one closest to Michael. Woo!
That's him in his room the whole time, just writing, dropping bars.
But it was a shout out to that. That must be a different energy reading it because the way it was animated and shot, with like reveals and like shifts and like power and like insane. So like,
I mean, it is a noir supernatural drama. So getting to read that, you just feel like you're locked in, and that's one of those cases where it is possible that the anime could mess it up. Because when you're reading that kind of tension, when we're talking about that, will it translate? I feel like when it comes to action-based stuff, shonens, or even some isekai, it's like, hey, we need to know this full motion. But some of these scenes, the way they illustrate it, the way they draw it, it's like this hits. and you're reading it, so you're reading it, you feel like you're reading a book, and then you get to see the imagination. Sometimes you miss that with the anime. Oh, this is a little too colorful for what the mood is right now. Yeah, it's actually a solid read. I never finished it because it got to a point where they were like, hey, you can't be here. So, you
can't.
this bounded leather commemorative complete edition, like we can't let you keep cracking this open.
Yeah, man. Like stop spending your lunch here.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was some 90s drama back then. And then of course, obviously, we would get on the sites and we would scroll and we would find the page, and then right next to the page was just like some stuff you definitely shouldn't be clicking.
Right. No matter how tempting it was. You know, I mean, I I held my own for the best I could, but you went through that, and then it was like it was kind of a gap. I was just like, I just kind of got out of it. I was watching mainly more anime. It was like, well, now I'm able to get anime some way, shape, or form because I got the internet, and I didn't read as much. But then you got me onto Shonen Jump app. You just kept shouting it out, and I was a little hesitant because I was like, I don't know if I can read this on my phone. Like, it was just a lot because it's already a lot trying to read it on a computer, and I actually prefer like the book because the book feels like a book. So that's cool. But I'm glad I just like spent $3. I was like, fuck it, I'm doing it, and reading's been fun. Right?
It's been a trip.
Right?
It's been a trip.
I've been reading Zombie Powder, Tite Kubo's other piece of work, manga, 26 chapters. I'm at the last 4, and I'm like, damn, like, so this is another piece of like work of his that just got cut short for whatever reason. Like
hate to see it.
Right as they got into like the first mission of like, I guess like the core people.
Yeah.
Because it's been like it's the main guy. I'm not going to talk too much about it because it is a little technical of a story. Like, since it is like pretty short. But
we just started, baby. Run it.
But this also too, it's hard for me to explain. I'm like, this one's a little weird. Like, it's Tite Kubo writing a like Western kind of supernatural Western. The main guy has a chainsaw blade. Like his giant sword is also a chainsaw.
Nice.
But then he has like
very Final Fantasy.
But then he has like this special like mystic martial arts thing with his arm. So there's that, but like there's an item that he's in search for. He has partners he's on a road with, where they're like in some type of wasteland type of place. Where his ending at is picking up with like another person in the journey, like another person you see on the cover of it. Again, Tite Kubo, who loves to draw his characters. Yeah. All of them look stylish. So like when it's just like some in between chapters, like type of like image or wallpaper or whatever, but. It's solid, man. Can't really beat it. The action shots are there. A lot of similarities to like Bleach.
Mm-hmm. You want more. And now here's the thing. I'm right there with you. And he may get a second win because we are in a nice age for this medium. Like, stuff is getting revived. We're getting like retellings. We're getting everything restylized. Companies are getting more money. They're boosting more projects. So like, it's possible. Like, it's completely possible. You might just see an update on the app or wherever. This anime or this manga is getting renewed. It happened to me personally with Hunter x Hunter. I was like, I can't believe it. Y'all might be piecing it together a little bit. And they're saying it might be more Dragon Ball Super style, where it's like it's monthly. It's a lot easier to just kind of get. We're gonna finish it. That's what they're saying. It's like we finishing it. We're just gonna make sure we can do it more timely for everybody, given health reasons and all this. So I'm like,
that's the one thing that makes me sad when it comes to the anime and manga industry. When you hear randomly a creator has to take a break. Because of health reasons.
Yes. Like, and it happens way more often than not.
Even know. Like, they said the Jujutsu Kaisen creator had to take a break. And he was like, it's not health reasons. Like, from his words, like, in the article that I pulled up from Twitter. So, like, take all of this with, like, a grain of rice. But it was like, he was saying that like I just needed to take one. It's not because of health reasons. It's like other stuff going on. So he was like, God damn, like like, shit.
Yeah. And you look at these stories that they be writing too, and you're like, I can kind of see, like, sometimes you're like, man, let me just take a day. Like, it's a lot. It's just a lot. Like, not health. It's just like, well, I mean, maybe some other kind of health, like mental health, maybe, or just like listen, I need to go on vacation real quick. You go to the mountains. Just chill.
Recharge the battery.
Recharge the battery.
I mean, something like Hunter x Hunter, and from what I only hear what's happening now, it sounds like a lot to be writing and to tie it together all at the same time.
Yeah. I would say if honestly, if maybe the creator was healthier or just like everything was in sync, it probably would actually open up a lot more, because everything that's setting up, it's almost feeling like a One Piece, like, oh, we're entering the new world type situation. And they've been alluding to that since, the 2011 series, where like, hey, this tree actually is a tree that sprouts up, and it shows you that the world's way bigger. We're actually in a lake, all this other stuff. Like, you're like, what? And now we're seeing the expedition, and it's like, all right, so we're going to try to finish it now. But I'm like, wait, what's over there? What's over there, though? Like, don't do this to me. But I get it. And it is cool that now it's in a space where it's like, this can live, this can thrive because anime is so popular, because this manga, this medium is popular. Like, we want to get this done. And there's just so many other projects that we're getting to see on a date, like Kaiju number 8 getting an anime. Because it's just like, manga's dope. And I'm like, all right, let me read it. And I'm reading it, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be good.
Solid, right?
This is gonna be.
I think I only read like 2 chapters of it.
This is gonna be great. Yeah, cool story. 30, dude in his 30s. He's part of cleanup crew for Kaiju World, because it's like, again, we have a world. Kaijus pop up everywhere. It's like Pacific Rim, but this guy, he just works as a garbage man. And then some way, shape, or form, he gets blessed with the ability to transform into like a kaiju, and then it's manga, baby. And then you're just watching it. People with axes everywhere. What the hell's going on? But
no, it's pretty wild.
Yeah, no.
It reminds me of Gantz a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that.
With everybody having like the suits, and
the suits
like,
that power you. Yeah.
You're on like different teams, but the objective is to clean up the streets of monsters.
Yeah.
One guy can turn into a monster.
And so now it's like, well, they're doing the trope of Godzilla. He's the monster that is a monster, but he saves you. And just that alone, it's like, that's one story, and there's like a million others that are just potentially gonna get animated now because manga's just hitting like that.
It really is.
It
seems like once Juju came into effect, it was just like it was locked in.
Yeah,
like it's back. Because then after that, it's what Sakamoto days, Mashle, Gravity Boys, My Hero manga look crazy.
Everything is it's about to get. So it's like, we in it now.
And then you throw Dragon Ball Super on top of that?
Yeah. It's all good.
They got zombies in Dragon Ball.
It's all good. Nice. Overdue.
But they had to play it right. Because the zombies dealing with...
Even better.
So it's like, was the Dragon Ball superhero movie not canon then? Because it's the main bad guy from that movie shows up in the super manga, and he's trying to collect funds to research more.
I mean, it's possible this could all be happening alongside. Like,
that's what I'm thinking too.
What we're watching could be before the movie, because he's been around. The kid's been around. And the organization had a whole facility in the cut. Did the Wakanda fake mountain?
They did. They did. They did.
They went crazy with it. So I feel like all these stories are gonna tie together, and they're gonna tie together better than people might expect it to. Because people always be hating on the story, and I'm like, y'all don't see this, man.
Y'all don't see what's
this is crazy
unfolding.
Man.
Even all of what I told y'all, if I spoiled for you, I'm sorry. But I just alluded to just where Dragon Ball is at now as far as the manga of like, it feels like they might just try to just close the loop that he started all those years ago with Ball. Mm-hmm. That like with Goku hearing his dad's voice like through his scouter, and then Goku telling Vegeta like, I think I understand what Saiyan Pride is now, and like it's like, why I feel like you're trying to like have some closure now with Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
While also feeding us what the fans want, kind of even pulling from fan theories that have definitely been online for years.
And I feel like almost he just was like, I got you. Just give me a minute.
Yeah.
I hear you. I know you want your boy back.
I'm surprised y'all still want him back.
I know you want your boy back. I know you want him back. I know I promised you something, even though it's my idea and you just made your own opinions on who you thought a character should be. But I got you. And then the guy who's actually one of my favorite characters ever, I finally gave him some shine. Mm-hmm. He said like Piccolo's like one of his favorite characters ever. He loves Piccolo. Mm. And it's like, and we love Piccolo. And it was like, wow, what's going on with Piccolo? He's the guy. He pulls up to every fight, arms folded, cape flapping, ready to scrap. Tallest dude on the court.
Actually, no, it's Tien. Tien's the tallest Z fighter.
Tien's the center. Yeah,
that's a fun fact. That's on
an
anime magazine once. It's like, that's all y'all got to say about Tien? Is that he's the tallest Z warrior.
The tallest Z warrior. Nothing about how many eyes he got. Huh?
Oh yeah. Also, he got his hand punched off once.
He sure did. He sure did.
Got it punched clean off his wrist.
Yeah, they gave Piccolo some shine, man. So like, it's that everything going on with Super and reading the manga and it being in the monthly format, so you're getting this like big dose.
Yeah, 45 pages.
This big
45
dose of
pages.
Fleshed out work. It's in a really good space, and I'm like, all right, so if this is able to happen, what else can happen? Like,
pretty much.
The OG that started off is getting 45-page monthly installs. Like, where else can manga go right now? I think it's just like every idea is kind of on the table. And that's one of the things I think I want. Doing this podcast has been like, yeah, we just shooting the shit, but I've actually been like learning.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie to you. 2 years ago, I didn't know half these people. I know who Tite Kubo was. I just knew Bleach was dope. I was like, yo. Don't
feel bad because I still don't know, and I still can't say the creator's name of Naruto.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, listen, I
have no idea. I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yeah. Couldn't tell you who created it.
Yeah.
I could barely say Shigagi created Yu Yu and Hunter.
Yeah.
I could barely say his name.
Yeah. We don't know.
Yeah. Like, only knew Oda, Akira, and Taite.
Right.
Those are like the only three.
Right.
When Nine was dropping names up here, I was like, I have no idea who that is. Yeah. Like, that's the creator of Astro Boy. I was like, I didn't know.
Exactly. And you're like, but you know Astro Boy. You've seen Metropolis.
I know the work.
We know the work.
I had the work.
I think that's might be one of my favorite things.
Smelt it. Listened to it. All of it.
Seasoned. What? I know the hints, the flavors.
It had me hooked.
Yeah.
It had me hooked.
Lockjaw.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think. Down.
I think.
My fault, man.
No, you good. No, but yeah, like that's what I think, because manga's kind of the source of it all. Like, how I just even want to dig further into how they got from, it's like, all right, yeah, we're gonna draw this out, we're doing these little things, whatever, and then it's like, let me just animate this real quick. Let me just pop this up real quick. Because the dude who was sitting there thinking, he was like, I guess one guy he would be considered a father anime, Astro Boy guy, right? Because I think he's like one of the oldest.
Yeah, he's definitely up there.
Like, at least what we consider anime. Don't quote me on it, but I think that was, because obviously there was like earlier animation that looked a lot like, it looked like something you would see on like an old Disney. It was like, oh, this is just animation. But then he came along, was like, yeah, I got this dope character, this dude, this robot. And I was like,
he got a machine gun in his kneecap.
He got a machine gun in his kneecap. He be flying around. He got the red boots on. And it's just like, He started flipping it. Yo, somebody get a camera. Somebody get a camera. Yo.
You telling me he did flip-o-rama first?
He did. Put the thumb here, and you put the...
Yo, shout out to the OG David Pikely.
Yeah, Big Pikely.
Yeah.
Captain on the Pants.
Yeah, and he had... What was the mouse? It was a mouse with a giant robot. That was like his next comic.
Yeah.
His next book he did. I remember reading that.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. That was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the fucking... I got a question.
What's up?
Do you think that's a hard job, the animator for the manga, for the guy that has to fill in the footsteps between the punch?
So, yeah, yes, because it's all obviously every country has it different, but going through like what they had to go through with American animation and like making cells, figuring out how cells go, like them old Disney days. I'm assuming it's the exact same thing, and it's rough. And actually that's why I really want you to finish Golden Boy, because the last episode, the last job he takes is something adjacent to that, and it really goes into detail of like, damn, these dudes.
They drew it.
They go through a lot.
For
They're
me,
sitting in all cubicles, just tired.
For me, it was when I remember one day watching Gundam with my brother, and him being like, "Yo, somebody drew this," and my like 10-year-old brain at the time, I'm like, "Holy shit, he's right." Somebody like I didn't know what cells and like frames were.
Yeah,
but I understood it's like, oh, somebody has to sit here, pass it on,
do it again.
So it's like
do it
you
again.
got
1 step, 2 step, 3 step, film it for 2. Like yo,
all
like,
the details.
All the details.
We talking a giant like mobile Gundam.
Yeah.
With wings and snake arms and breast machine guns and death scythes. It's
all of it. Angels coming from the sky, tearing the world open, Evangelion style, all of it. Which is why I'm like, and I mean that's the like the next step, because you got the manga, then you got like, we got to draw this in real time, and it kills me that like people like it was like, oh, it looks grainy. It looks, you know why it looks grainy? Because a piece of lint flew into the cell.
Yep.
You'll see it occasionally on an episode of Dragon Ball. You'll be like, this is real.
Like, was that a shooting star?
Yeah, that's somebody's eyelash.
Was that a dust cloud?
So it kills when people was like, oh, yo, like I don't rock with this or whatever. So yeah, it's got to be a rough job. And then also imagine in a world where that takes off, and then the guy who's still on draw mode, he's like, wait, you want another chapter?
Mm-hmm.
But I just gave you like 13 pages. You can't.
So you can't do it?
Yeah, but that's 10 minutes of film. So we need more, because we're doing 5 chapters per episode.
So you telling me you can't do it?
You can't do it.
Is that what you're saying? All right, well, you could just clean your desk out.
Clean your desk out. Well, no. How about just a lot of staring scenes for a while? Just a lot of staring scenes, a lot of back and forth, dramatic music. Maybe add some dramatic music.
Question. Can you still do your job? You said no.
Can you still? No.
Clean your desk out.
Nothing.
Frank, goodbye.
Yo, the dude who created when somebody's still and there's just like the fast lines behind them. Nigga changed the game.
What?
He changed the game.
What?
It's used to this day.
And he was on the crank. He was like, see, this will revolutionize it. You only got to worry about drawing one thing. Just cranking it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. And now everything's flipped to digital, but I guess, even still, like, manga's, in there. It's still in there. What you saying?
Yeah, I was going to say the guy that drew like Scooby-Doo and Hanna-Barbera. Well, excuse me, shout out Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah.
That figured out how to make legs run. Shout out to Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah.
Was he? No, the swirl for
the swirl. The swirl.
That was around before him, right? Because that's like Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
But no, they were clashing. They were
around the same time. But a lot of people were doing that. Not a lot of people, but like that was an easy way to be like, let's move quick. I feel like, cause like what's my man name? Peter Gonzalez. Speedy Gonzalez, he was doing it. Yeah. I think his name's Speedy Gonzalez.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Speedy Gonzalez, not Petey Gonzalez. Speedy Gonzalez. Roadrunner.
Apologies, any PDs out there, PD Gonzalez's that might listen to.
My fault, Petey. I didn't mean to call you out your name like
PD
that.
Gonzalez?
Petey Gonzalez.
Let me find out our new community of listeners in Seattle. There's a PD Gonzalez.
There's a PD. PD Gonzalez, say what's up.
Yeah.
Shout out, say something in the comments.
Please. If you exist, I'll send you a shirt.
Yeah.
I'm not liable to what happens to you if you put the shirt on, but I'll send you a shirt. Oh yeah, just a side note. Yeah, if you want a Negro Jump shirt, you're gonna have to catch me and Cordero out. Mainly just me. I'm not shipping them anymore. I don't have any plans to make new merch anytime soon to sell. As far as like just setting up operations at home and doing it. It was a great and fun idea to do it during the pandemic, but then after a while it's like, damn, I got like 50 shirts just sitting in my corner.
Yeah.
So catch me out and about at a comedy show that's been merch for me to sell. So any tours of the East Coast that you'll see me on. So yeah. For all of that, you just follow us on my personal pages. We don't promote comedy stuff on the Jump page or any of the Jump links.
Yeah, you get the jokes, but all the other stuff, you know.
It's you know, with algorithms and AIs, they just like, hey, whoa.
What's all this?
Stand up. Saw my Goku 2 minutes ago.
I don't even know what to do with this.
What's doing this? You know damn well these people don't watch
Talking about your relationship. Get out of here with this.
They got no emotionals. Like,
where Naruto at?
Yeah. You said he's a sad boy. That's what we knew what to do with that.
We knew what to do with that. We know where to send that information.
You bringing race relations into this? Bugging.
Yeah.
Bugging.
I would say, let me think of if I could recommend you anything, swap some info, Jump app, Shonen Jump app wise. I may recommend I think once you are done, like once you've gotten as complete as you can with Black Clover, which is like a personal favorite of yours, crept up on you because we had our reservations.
It walked. It took its time.
It took its time. I think you said right around episode 70 you got in there, and then we 60, had May Duran on. Shout out May Duran. She said around 120. I'll never forget that.
I'm like, that sounded about right.
About 120 episodes in is when it clicked. But regardless of what people may or may not have said about it, it has a very dedicated fan base. Every time someone mentions that, they say, like, everybody jumps up. Everybody's like, hey, like, no, you need to watch Black Clover. Black Clover. So I'm like, all right, I get that. But whenever you're done, whenever it's complete, or you just like feel at rest with it, and you're like, man, this boy did his thing, Asta did his thing, go ahead and just check on his little brother.
His little brother?
His little brother, yeah.
What do you mean?
His little brother, Mash Bernadine.
Who?
He's a little bullheaded kid, and he's now enrolling in school, and he learned everything from his rough, cock diesel older brother, and he's taking all that energy into school, and he's whooping everybody's ass.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Another magic-filled world, same formula. I wouldn't say exact same because it's more Harry Potter inspired. So it's like the magic I'm seeing in Black Clover feels more, I'm not gonna say traditional, just like raw magic. Like it's like actually, like, yes, you have a tome, but it's also like you can do anything with it. This one, it's like, all right, you have a wand, you do magic, but this guy's like, no, I'm just like actually strong. And like, I'll just break it. Like,
was it on Mashle?
Mashle,
yeah. That's a.
I would recommend whenever you're done. I recommend picking that up and giving it a read because I think it might be like a personal favorite for you, and it's getting animated. It's already animated, but it's coming out. I think that might be like once you're done, it might be a next transition for you.
It's funny you
because it will do magic right after you said you don't like magic.
It's funny you say that because the Black Bulls feel like the Straw Hats sometimes. Like, and especially with you shouting out the fan base of Black Clover, feels like One Piece. Cause like they're
ragtag. They're like the rejects, right? Or
when we show up, like, you know, like from the few AMVs that I've done, the last one being the Lick versus Asta and Yuno, like people in the comments was just like, yo, this shit was crazy when it came out. This was like that was one episode of them just getting just getting humbled. Just getting humbled by somebody. Like very similar to the B versus Sasuke and his ragtag.
Black
group.
Bulls was getting humbled, or just
Asta and Yuno, because they both had a power up and they were both like beating people's ass with this power up. Then this guy shows up and then like, well, there's nobody here to fight him, so like let's just run it. And this nigga was just giving them problems. Like was giving them like the minute it started, he was like, yeah, let's go. This nigga just walks up on Asta in his face and takes his sword. Like the minute he was just like, yeah, let's go. He's right there. He's like, yo, what the fuck? And he just takes it, comes down, and it's just going from there. They got no time to breathe. They can't breathe. Can't breathe. The minute he look up, here come another attack. He's like, come on. Come on. Send that boy through the wall. He done. You know, outside just shooting beams at him. He just absorbing all of that shit. So like, yeah. Like the energy I got from that, and I'm just like, holy shit, this is the show? Like I get this.
Yeah.
And now I'm watching it and it's just like, all right, this chaos is happening. And they all just like, all right, so this is when I was like, this feels like One Piece. So remember that the fortress turns into?
Yeah.
So they're in there after fighting somebody that drained their energy. And then one of the Black Bulls that can cook, it's like, here, eat this food and replenish your magic and recoup your strength. So they're eating it, it's like, wow, this is good. And then Asa was like, yeah, it's really good too. And it's like, but you can't use magic, so you don't know. He's like, it still tastes good. And so he's just eating it, encouraging people. He's like, please, like, eat the food. It's like really good. I'm like, this nigga felt like Luffy a little bit. Like, there was a moment where they're fighting.
Feels like maybe a more polite Luffy.
Like his interactions with people and like just the absent-mindedness, but this only because of he doesn't have magic. If he had magic, then he would be on like the same page with everybody else. But the fact that he doesn't have it, and his power, which is plot armor, which is anti-magic,
right?
Luffy with the rubber. So like there's a moment where they run up on some people and it was like, this is kind of crazy. They didn't leave, and Asa was like, man, we gotta go back and save them. He was like, you shut up, because you didn't feel their presence like in the room. Like you can't talk right now. Like we gotta think about something else. We can't just run in there. He was like, that was like, I barely imagine there was a non-spiritual pressure user. Like imagine if Ichigo couldn't do spiritual pressure, but he can fight on par with Shinigami's and Arrancar and Espada and all of them.
Like it just makes no sense.
Where he's fighting them and he could be like, I can take him. He was like, nigga, did you not see me barely standing up? My knees were buckling just being around that person. And so it's yeah.
So like then take that energy and maybe not transfer it, but add it to like, I guess, a world of like One Punch Man, where it's like he kind of, all these people are strong.
He can do everything in the world without
magic, without superpowers. Yeah,
right.
That's it. And it's kind of like a reversal of like, it's a world full of nerds and he's the only jock, because he's just like, he walks onto the battlefield in like basically a Nike Tech, and he's like, yeah, I just got out the gym.
That's
and
funny.
He's like,
that is hysterical. Hood up,
hood up, bodysuit, just striking a pose. Like, I'm gonna crush you. I'm just gonna crush you.
He pulled to the battlefield looking like a grime rapper from the UK.
Yeah, exactly, with the bowl cut and
he's
everything.
Like, oh, mine's them over there.
Mine's them. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4.
Oh my gosh.
Man's no us.
Man's best have a bingo on him.
He must. Yeah. And that's just like a button. I feel like it might be a budding star. I'm just like, all right, cool. We'll be in another one. And then I ain't heard nothing on Sakamoto yet, but it's at least a manga fan favorite. Other than that, like everything that's also out is still going for the most part, manga wise. So getting to watch ahead again, back to that thing where it's like, yeah, I appreciate manga because it just gives me a preview, and I'm like, it just makes me more excited. Like I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed what I thought it looked like, and then I'm also being like, damn, I wonder what they gonna do with it. Because like in my head, this looks dope. I'm excited, and I think they're gonna do this move and that move based on what I've seen in previous seasons. So like, I don't know, man. Manga's pushing ahead. Like it's pushing ahead.
It really is. Just the Attack on Titan fan base alone.
Yeah.
The people that have been reading it and just
yeah. Okay. We can close on that. We can close on the fact that they are pushing. At this point, they have pushed manga. I think it's been done. What, 3 years ago?
It's been done for a couple years.
Three years ago. Now we are at final season.
Part 3.
Part 3. Part 1.
Seriously? That's what it's called?
Yeah. It's the first part because we only got like an hour episode, and then we got to wait a little bit, and we're going to get...
You see what happens when you don't pay for a Crunchyroll subscription? You see what happens, right? You see what happens when you pirate stuff. Like, I wish this would happen to One Piece, because now I'd be yelling at all of y'all bi-weekly in your ears. It's like, if you don't pay for this goddamn subscription so I can see this journey end. Jesus, man. They better hurry up with the season while they slacking, because you too busy getting viruses on your MacBook. That's why. Take you 5 clicks just to see 10 minutes.
Pay for your anime.
Of your episode.
Pay for your manga. That's $12.
Yeah.
All right? That money is not well spent at Taco Bell.
It sure ain't.
All right?
Damn, now I want to get some Taco Bell. Don't discredit Taco Bell.
Well, here's the deal. You can do that and also watch anime while you do it. See how much better it is. Whew. See how much that Crunch Wrap tastes way better.
That could be your Friday night.
That could be your Friday night.
Listen,
you don't even know what you're missing.
You really don't, man.
You don't.
You ever went from Sailor Moon to Mazinger in a click? Because you pay for it. Nothing popped up.
Nothing.
But a synopsis. That's it. Don't know what you're missing.
And you can even skip the opening, which you should never do, but you can skip the opening.
You can skip it.
At least you got the option.
Without a pop-up.
Yeah. Imagine trying to skip. Oh, well, now it won't load no more.
Now you got to have a commercial break out of it.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, damn, not only are you risking your information, now you're being forced to watch advertisements.
Yeah.
From whatever you don't even know what it is.
Take you 45 minutes to watch a 20-minute episode.
And it's a fan sub, so you don't even know that's what they're really saying anymore.
It's somebody in the basement.
Because that person in a basement in Japan somewhere had to rush job it to get it off his computer before it get tracked. Before the police kick down the door and throw a magnet on his fucking desktop. Pay for your anime, man. Please. One Piece is almost done, all right? Pay for it. All right.
Ooh,
all right. You see, it took a Disney budget to bring back Bleach.
You're absolutely right. Oh, okay. Next episode. I got you. Next time we got to talk about that Disney buy they did.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we got to talk about that.
All right, folks. Yeah. As always, Linktree/JumpENT.
Yes, sir.
All the things. Subscribe to the Patreon. Patreon gets more episodes throughout the year of Jump. The Patreon pays for our studio time here at Pattern Home. Patreon makes the production of the show that much more better and consistent. There's no set rate. There's no tiers. You can be a patron for $1 a month and get bonus monthly episodes, lost episodes that we've done, and you get access to the live stream playlist, previous live streams we did of playing video games, like, doing some Dark Sisters on some Nioh 2. See a lot of gameplay with the Mario Kart, with the Pokemon. Even some older things that we did during COVID that I completely forgot about. I thought that was just long gone. But yeah.
And pull up to those because they're basically mini podcasts, and we're always talking. And it's also a way you can just talk to us directly, ask us what we're doing in the week, what's happening today, what's happening tomorrow, what we're excited for. It's a community building aspect we've been wanting to do with this for a minute. So like, come on, man.
Yeah,
come hang out.
For $1, little as $1. So yeah.
Put like 2 or 3 in there.
That's it.
Put like 5 in there.
You ain't gonna miss it.
Yeah, put like,
you ain't gonna miss it,
man. You don't need it.
I'm telling you.
You don't need it.
I ain't gonna say you don't need it, but you ain't gonna miss it. I'll tell you that. Grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
So think on that next time you want to steal some anime.
Yeah.
All right,
y'all.
Have a good night. Happy. Who's somebody we need to shout out? What? Happy Twins Day? No.
Twins Day?
Because I already said Happy Father's Day. Merry Kwanzaa, maybe?
Merry Kwanzaa.
Merry Kwanzaa?
Yeah, Merry Kwanzaa.
Merry Kwanzaa.
Merry Kwanzaa.
Merry Kwanzaa.
Peace.
Peace.